Ever think about those pandas at the zoo? Just chilling, munching bamboo.
Yeah.
You look at them, you think, living the life, right?
Right.
But, we like to dig a little deeper in these deep dives, and today's no different.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're talking panda conservation.
It's more than meets the eye, that's for sure.
Way more than bamboo.
Way more.
So we were looking at some research, and
hmm
it turns out pandas, they're kind of sensitive, right?
Yeah, incredibly. And I think what a lot of people don't realize is that their calm exterior, it kind of hides this deep-rooted sensitivity. You think about their natural habitat,
Yeah,
quiet bamboo forests, solitude.
right.
Evolutionarily, they're wired for peace and quiet.
So even the nicest zoo enclosure
Oh, absolutely.
must be a shock to their system.
It's a sensory overload.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine going from that tranquil forest to, well, a zoo
Right.
with all the noise and the people.
Yeah, the crowds, the kids,
A lot.
even for us, think about walking through a crowded space, right?
Exactly. Even for us, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And we're not even as sensitive as them to it.
Music playing, announcements,
And for panda, all those sounds, those would be warning signs in the wild, right?
danger,
Danger, something's off. So they're constantly on edge,
stressed out.
stressed, yeah. And then on top of the noise, think about space, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's the other thing. Zoos, they can only provide so much.
exactly. And pandas, they need space. I mean, roaming, foraging, exploring, that's in their DNA. That's how they're wired. And when that's restricted, well, it impacts them
For sure.
physically, mentally, the whole 9 yards.
So it's like we're forcing them to live a life they weren't built for.
Yeah, in a way. But, the good news is that zoos are catching on. They're realizing that just providing food and shelter isn't enough.
Right, right. Like it's about more than just keeping them alive. We want them to thrive.
Thrive, exactly. So they've started these things called environmental enrichment program.
Okay, so break that down for me. What does that actually look like in practice?
So take feeding time, right? Instead of just putting a pile of bamboo in there, they're getting creatives. Puzzle feeders, for example.
Oh, like those things they have for dogs and cats.
Exactly.
Ah.
But panda-sized and designed to mimic how they'd forage in the wild.
So they have to work for their food just like in nature.
Exactly. And that keeps them active, engaged. It's stimulating for them mentally and physically.
So it's like a workout and a brain teaser at the same time.
Exactly. And it goes beyond food. Some zoos are building these elaborate climbing structures, giving them places to hide.
Privacy. Important.
Right. Even using sound masking techniques to block out the city noise.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. It's amazing what they're doing.
It's like, you hear all these stories about animals in captivity and it can be kind of a downer.
Yeah.
But this is actually hopeful. They're really trying to make things better.
Yeah. And it's not just about making their lives a little less stressful. It's about the bigger picture, too. The survival of the species.
Because if they're less stressed, they're more likely to.
Reproduce. Exactly. And that's key for any endangered species. So these programs, they're not just improving the lives of individual animals, they're giving hope for the future of pandas as a whole.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it, just by being a little more mindful of their needs, noise, space, how they eat, we can make a real difference.
That's what it's all about, right? Understanding and respect.
Exactly.
And it makes you wonder what other subtle things maybe we're missing with other species. It's a good reminder to keep learning, to keep asking questions, and to keep advocating for the well-being of all animals.
Right, absolutely. It's a whole world out there full of amazing creatures, and
Yeah.
the more we understand them, the better equipped we'll be to protect them. So keep those questions coming, keep learning, and we'll keep bringing you these deep dives.